Thirsty Thursday. Made me think about Psalm 23 when David at the end of verse 5 says, "And my cup runneth over." Does your cup runneth over? Remember, I've talked before about the progressive term of ETH at the end of the word. Runneth means that it continues to run over. It's progressive. It runs without stopping, runneth over. Grammatically, keeps going over and over and over without stopping, without ever ending. Does your cup overflow without stopping and ever ending? One thing I want people to know, no matter what field you're in, I don't care if you're a business person, entrepreneur, an engineer, a hairstylist, or work in the medical field. If God does not have a hand in what you're doing in your life, and God first in your life, I'm not talking about be holy, because he said be holy for you are holy. I'm not talking about being all holier than thou and spiritual and all that there stuff. I'm talking about putting God first, your creator, the one who wakes you up every day, the one that has you here right now. Putting God first in your life, not just having God there, but first in your life. If you don't start putting God first in your life, it doesn't matter what you do. You won't succeed. This is why you can see people who have mediocre tendencies or thrive off of mediocrity, and they succeed and they excel very well. And you see other people who are very, very superb in what they do, but yet they're not as successful. See, there's a separation there. There's a difference there. Although God says, let the wheat grow with the tare, at the end, he does the choosing. When it comes time to pull it up, the weed or the wheat. So in this case, what we can understand is that whatever it is that you're doing, mediocrity or superbness, it can almost be irrelevant. Because what's relevant is what God doing the choosing. God putting his hand and doing the picking. So if God's hand is not in there doing the picking in your life, you almost inevitably cannot be successful. You can go to school all you want to, all day long, all you want to. There are people who ain't never went to school and are very successful. You can sing with the best voice that you can sing with. That doesn't mean you're going to be successful. There are people who sound crappy, but very successful when they sing. See, it doesn't matter. What matters is God first in your life. And see, God helps you to deal with this, because I know a lot of people out there are thinking, well, I'm doing my best. I'm practicing every day. I'm working hard. I'm grinding. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But it's still not working for me. Why don't you just kind of back up and not check your productive life in your field, but check your productive life in your spirit, in the field, in the realm, in the real field, in the realm of life. Check your productivity there, because that's where the problem may lie. Because God told David in Psalm 23 that he will prepare a table in front of mine enemies. Now, don't get it mixed up when it says mine enemies, because some people get happy like, girl, child, God don't care, because God gonna make me be the light. God gonna put me up on Broad Street in front of my enemies, and I'm gonna be looking good anyway. They're gonna be looking at me and everything and seeing how God has blessed me. That ain't what I'm talking about. That ain't what I'm talking about. Remember, I taught that the mind is a battlefield, that your enemy lies within you. You are fighting with yourself. You can control the extremities of life. You can shut people out, shut people down, ignore people, walk away, get a divorce. I don't care what it is. You can shut it all down with the people on the outside. But wherever you go, you are always going to be there with you. So he will prepare a table in front of mine enemies where they can see, where the enemies that you're battling within yourself, within your mind, will be able to see that God is there with you as you shine the light on you, so that they can see you making a God choice, a higher mind choice. You'll be sitting there at your banquet, your buffet, your 6-course meal, having it up, and then your cup will runneth over. Then your cup will runneth over. Once you allow God to prepare the table for you and you sit there at the table and you be the light at the table at your buffet, because it take a long time to eat at a buffet. Have y'all ever had a 6-course meal? I know I'm bougie, but have y'all had a 6-course meal? Baby, that's a long meal. You be like, okay, here you go with this. That's a long time that God's going to be sitting there feeding you at the table in front of mine enemies. Don't get it twisted. The mind is a battlefield. You are battling with yourself. And once you stop battling with yourself, stop fighting with yourself, and start putting God first, then your cup will continue to overflow, to runneth over forever and ever and ever. This is Thirsty Thursday. Take care.